Hello, everybody. Happy Tuesday or whatever day you're watching this. Great to see you. I'm excited about a couple things. And as people are joining, we're about to hear from a top growing leader in the field who's going to talk to you about AI and how AI is helping him and people in his organization grow their business. So if you're interested in AI, you should consider this. You should consider this. You should send this to a friend. Um, I will tell you a couple things. First of all, we have the GoPro experience coming up, and it's December 5th, 6th, and 7th, the biggest event in network marketing history. December 5, 6, and 7. Number one, biggest event, not even close. December 5th, 6th, and 7th. And you can get a ticket to this event. It's normally $100 to $300 for a 3-day ticket for this event. You can get a ticket for a limited time for $3. If you put the comment 3, the number 3 into the chat to get yourself a ticket, we'll send you a link. Or if you go to GoPro2025.com, GoPro2025.com, or the number 3. If you've already got your ticket, put a number 7 in the chat if you've already got your ticket and you're going to be attending the GoPro experience and be part of the history-making event. It's going to be spectacular. It's going to be amazing. So you're going to hear about it a lot over the course of the next 60 days as we approach that event. So put the number 3 in the chat if you want to learn more about it, or go to GoPro2025.com. Put the number 7 in the chat if you've already committed to attending the GoPro experience. You already have your ticket. And mark your calendar, December 5th, 6th, and 7th. Now, I want to bring up a special guest today. His name is Andre Trena. Andre, how are you, brother?
Yes, Eric, how are you, brother? I'm super fine. Glad to be here. Really, really,
It's
brother.
good,
I'm super.
good to see you.
Me too,
So I
brother.
met this young man over the course of the last couple of years. He's been at the GoPro events in person several times, and we wanted to talk today because he's got a fast-growing organization, how he's using AI in order to be able to grow his business. I think we're all looking at AI, right? We're looking like, what does this mean? What does this mean for our business? What does it mean for growth? What does it mean for how do we use it? Because there's, which AI do you use, and how do you apply this to your business, and how can it duplicate? So, Andrea, I'd like you to share with people, how exactly are you using it? Give people just a summary of
Yes.
how you're doing it.
Yes, I think that is a phase of humanity that everything is changing, It's changing in business, it's changing in life, and people is noticing that. And also is noticing in network marketing industry. Um, I have a lot of experience with technologies, because I started in a pretty normal way. I started with one-to-one. I started with the hotel room, and for my first 2 years in the industry, I remember didn't have a lot of results. It's happened in 2019, where I discovered the technologies. I discovered the funnel marketing, digital marketing, this kind of stuff, and there I discovered this rule that I believe that is super true, especially in network marketing, that there is always a way in order to break the code, have a grow hacking. And this happened to me with digital marketing. It's happening to me now with AI. People think that AI is something that permits you to work less. I'm not agree with that. I think that AI permits you to work on the right things. Not less, but on the right things. And in this moment, I am in a European tour, and I'm noticing that when I talk with people think that AI couldn't replace them. Is Everyone think, okay, AI couldn't make my job, and I'm noticing that also networker is thinking that. Networker thinking that AI couldn't replace us, but I think that AI can. Obviously, is not, there is this sentence that is true, is not AI that will replace a person. It will be a person that can use the AI that can replace you. And this is happening also in network marketing industry. Really, if you think about how many people use, I don't know, TikTok Live in order to sell their product, or influencer marketing in order to sell their product. And in this moment with Ajan or Sora 2, you can create an avatar that really you can notice, you can understand if it's real or fake, you know, and you can put on internet and they sell for you. And you can make for this, and you can make for a lot of stuff, like, for example, you can save a lot of time in order to create a presentation. You can save time for your social media. You can save time on make an onboarding. And I started to build a totally AI system that permit, for example, to my community to have an onboarding system, especially when they started in you know, in order to create their business and their product, I can make them some question, and the question will give them an answer that they need, you know. So I think that AI is, it means everything and it means nothing. There are different level of using AI, and the first one is understand which is the best AI for you, and which is the goal for this AI. So
Yeah, let me jump in for a second. So first of all, I would just tell you the I agree with you. It's not AI that's going to come take your job. It's a person who learns how to use AI is going to be more valuable than a person who doesn't know how to use AI. And
yeah,
that's true in network marketing. A person in network marketing is going to be more valuable if they use AI versus if they don't. And
totally.
from your experience, there's many different uses. There's use to create social content. There's use to create presentations. There's use to know what to say in a particular situation with a prospect. Those are just three simple uses when it comes to your branding and those types of things,
Yeah.
and the systems around your business. Let me get real specific with you. What AI platforms are working best for you? What should people go study if they were going to start? Like start with this one, and then maybe think about this one, and then maybe think about this one. Yeah, I have three different ones that I use. Which ones do you recommend?
So first of all, I think that people need to understand why they have used the AI. Just because I've noticed that if a person start to study using AI, is like a black hole. You know, you start, you never stop, and you start to spend a lot of money. And I'm noticing that people, they are not focusing business volume activities. You know, it's not income producing activities. So yeah, you can use, for example, Claude in order to create website. You can use Gemini in order to create podcasts for your educational part, or website too. The right question should be why I need a website. So I always, when I teach about AI, I can give you a lot of tools, and I spend personally, I think, really 1,000 and a half a month in a subscription in AI, you know. So I
Sure.
personally use a lot, but people doesn't need that, especially in networkers and in the first phases. If I have to be honest, I think that a person that start should have ChatGPT and create a personal ChatGPT. ChatGPT could be really everything for your life. Could be your partner, could be your friend, could be your really your mentor, could be everything. The right question is, I give you the to ChatGPT the permission to be my mentor. So I remember in 2024, I started to create my personal ChatGPT. So I give them, for example, all your info, Eric. My ChatGPT really know everything about you. I think she has a lot of info about GoPro. I give some PDF that I created from your life, from the mastermind for you. So ChatGPT always have a context, and I always talk with ChatGPT and tell, please think about network marketing and imagine to be a professional networker. Think like Eric Worre. And
Yeah.
obviously, ChatGPT gives you a lot of info and can permit you to create a real good, for example, answer to the prospect. I also
Before,
use
before,
ChatGPT.
before, hold on, before you go any farther, everybody who's watching, put into the chat what AI platform are you subscribed to or are you using? I'm curious as to what you're using now. 'Cause what Andrea's talking about is ChatGPT as a foundation, and I think it's a decent foundation, right? There's different specialty large language models that are out there that you can plug into and use for creative, for writing, for presentations, etc. But and some of you might already be lost by saying, I use ChatGPT, but what does he mean by creating my own ChatGPT? Anything you want to learn about AI, ask ChatGPT. Just ask it. Say, I want to create my own ChatGPT. How should I do it? I want it to be have this particular language. How should I do it? I want it to know these different things. How would I teach it? So there's a lot of ChatGPT. There's some Grok. There's some Gemini in there. Claude is a good one. Claude for writing. Um, there's various different ones, but again,
There are also
anything you need to know. If you have a problem, ask it. Ask it. And ask it how to tell you to ask it. So let's say you I don't know what to ask it. Just say to ChatGPT, I don't know how to ask you how to get this solution. I want to create a website. I don't know how to do that. How do I ask you properly so I end up with a good result? And it'll give you the answer, and it'll tell you the answer, and then you give it that answer. I mean, it's literally it's Google on steroids because it'll actually do things. It won't just answer questions. So the other thing that just uh, was announced 2 days ago was agentic AI inside of ChatGPT, where you can create your own agent where you give it a task and it'll go do it. It'll go do that task without you. So you can ask it to do particular different things. So ChatGPT, Claude, Gemini, Perplexity, these are various ones that are being suggested. And there are others, but again, I read in Wall Street Journal yesterday, Sam Altman from ChatGPT, he's looking to raise $7 trillion in just computing power and and equipment in order to be able to support that effort. $7 trillion. I mean, the power of this stuff. And you take a look at what Grok can create. I read on X today that Elon Musk said by the end of this year, Grok will be able to create watchable movies, and by 2027, great movies. It'll create them from scratch. So interesting what happens with that. Now, I want to get back to ChatGPT, but I know a bunch of people are just watching for the first, not just ChatGPT, but all of AI. Let's take 2 minutes and tell people why the GoPro experience, in your opinion, is such an important thing to do. For those who don't know, it's December 5th, 6th, and 7th. Why is it so important for people to watch this 3-day event online, in your opinion?
I really look. I build my business not just because people want a leverage effect. People is in network marketing because they want leverage, and is something that is the reason why they are interested in AI. But in order to have leverage, you need first of all leverage your skill set. The reason why people doesn't they lose a lot of time in finding a faster way in order to have success is because they doesn't understand that the faster way is always the longest. And I can use AI, I can use all the technologies because I know how to do network marketing. I am really a professional in network marketing. I make a lot of thousands of hours in network marketing basics, and the money, the energy is in the basics. Then the second reason is because if you want leverage, you need grow your people, leverage your people, and training new leaders. And I remember my first 2 years, I wasn't a good networker, but I was a good promoter. And I remember every time I bring a lot of people at the event. I was an event in Italy other days, and I told to the people, there is this sentence that the leaders born during the events, but I think is not true. The leaders born at the moment they have to buy the tickets for the next events. And I always use this strategy to grow my business. I remember the first time I went in a hairy convention and I had 14 people, and my business was not good. And there I took the decision to go all in. And the next convention, I remember I went in 80 people. The next one, again, I remember 130 people. And now I organize a convention for 5,000, 6,000, 7,000 people. And really, I think that there is no other events in network marketing sector that can give you and your team the energy, the skills, and the practical way as a GoPro. Really, guys, if you are online, if you can come physical and you come online, you need to go there and you need to organize an event in the event. All my team will organize an event in a hotel room with all the people that see Eric Worre events. So I really think if you want to grow, you can't skip this event. Is you know, you tell that you won't have success, and then you have the action that is the opposite. So is
Yeah.
I really think that.
I agree with you. And let me give people just the quick information, then we're going to get right back to the AI conversation. December 5th, 6th, and 7th. Mark these 3 days. This is the World Cup of network marketing. This is the Super Bowl of network marketing. This is the most important 3 days of the year in network marketing. An online ticket for this event to be able to watch anywhere in the world, translated into English, Italian, French, German, Spanish, and Polish, is normally from $100 to $300 for those 3 days. For a very limited time, we're offering it for $3, $1 a day. There's no catch, there's no trick. It's $3, but it's for a limited time. So if you'd like to learn how to get a ticket for $3 and lock yourself in for you and for people on your team and for prospects and for guests and for everything else, put a number 3 into the chat or go to GoPro2025.com, and that'll give you everything you need to do. But move quickly. I can't promise that $3 is going to stay there forever. We have over 15,000 people are already registered. There will be over 100,000 people registered online for this event. It'll be the biggest event in network marketing history. So put the number 3 if you want to learn more about it and get yourself signed up, or go to GoPro2025.com. If you're already registered, put a number 7 in the chat so we can see that you're already registered and you're going to be there. We have these 6 languages. It's going to be translated into at no extra charge. You can upgrade and become a VIP and get a whole bunch of extra perks if you'd like, but you'll see that when you put a 3 in the chat or you go to GoPro2025.com. Okay, these 3 days, the best in the world. If you're lucky enough to be there in person, it's a very special room. I know Andrea's going to be there, as well as top leaders from all over the world in person. There's very few tickets left for in person, but you can always get a ticket online no matter where you are in the world. Okay, make sure that you do that. And at the end of this, I'll show you a quick little promo video that'll give you more details on it. I would also tell you, let me tell you something. I wrote this book 12 years ago. GoPro, 7 Steps to Becoming a Network Marketing Professional, sold over 4 million copies around the world 4 years ago, or excuse me, 12 years ago. There's another book going to be coming at GoPro for a show up bonus for the people who show up online or in person. They'll have an opportunity to get the free book. It's not a big question mark. That's just because I don't want to tell you the name yet. But there's a new book that's been 12 years in the making that I'm going to be pre-releasing, just an advanced copy for friends and family. I will give you a free copy of the new book, a physical copy. I'll send it anywhere in the world. You just pay for shipping and handling, and I'll send you a free copy of this book. You're to be the only people in the world that get it before it's released next March. That's when the official book is going to be released. You can get a copy of that book just for attending the GoPro experience, December 5th, 6th, and 7th. Okay, so put a 3 in the chat if you want to learn more. Go to GoPro 2025 if you want to learn more. Put a 7 in the chat if you've already got your ticket for that event. So, Andrea, let's get back to AI and using it in order to be able to build a stronger business. So think about a person watching this that is either new to AI or they haven't figured out exactly how to master it. What would be your recommendation? Step 1, step 2, step 3 for them to start learning the basics.
So you give them the right suggestion is ask to AI to learn AI, and everything that I learned by AI. Really, I use pretty Cloud. I love Cloud. Is in my opinion what in this moment in 1 week will change everything. Is the tools that is more useful in order to study the AI. But I think there are 3 steps. The first step, it should be learn which is the best AI. And I always ask to ChatGPT or Claude, what is the best AI in order to, I
And
don't
what
know,
he's
social
saying, just
media.
so you understand the accent, ChatGPT and Claude, 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 like the name Claude, or ChatGPT. Each one of those can help you. Claude is a little bit more creative, a little bit more languagey. ChatGPT is a little bit more technical, but ChatGPT is learning very, very fast. Those are the two that I use most. ChatGPT and Claude are the two that I use. And again, ask it to tell you how to use it. So think about: do you have a problem? Any problem? Do you have a challenge? Any challenge? Just go to it and say, "I have this challenge. How can you help me?" And listen to what it has to say, and then follow those instructions to see where that leads. And it's not 100%. Sometimes it goes in a direction that it doesn't completely understand you, and you have to give it some clarity. So sometimes when I'm writing with Claude, for example, I'll say, okay, here's what I'm trying to communicate. Let's say I'm creating a course or a Zoom training. Here's what I'm trying to create. I want 7 steps to be able to teach people how to overcome objections, let's say. And so I'll explain it best I can. And then it'll say, okay, and it's always very complimentary, just so you know. Oh, you're a genius. Oh, that's amazing. Oh, all this stuff. It's always going to tell you that you're awesome. And then it's going to ask you a whole bunch of questions that's going to force you to think. Say, so okay, just so I understand, tell me about this, and what about that, and tell me about this, and what about that, and what makes this different than that, and what do we want people to do at the end of this thing, and it'll ask you a bunch of questions maybe you didn't think about, and you just have to answer the questions. So you answer the questions. It says, okay, I'm ready to go. If you're ready, just say I'm ready. Like, okay, I'm ready, and then it'll give you a draft. And then you can take that draft, you can make edits and say, I don't like this part, I like that part. You know, Even if you ask it, let's say you want to put a story into something, and you don't know which story yet. Just say, I don't know which story. Just make a story up and put it into this section, and I'll change it later. And it does a pretty good job of making a story that will tell the point that you're trying to accomplish, and then you go back and correct it and make a true story later. So that's some kind of real life examples of how I'm using it for that. And ChatGPT is kind of for everything. Anything that I'm trying to do, maybe a little less creative. If I go more creative, I got go towards more towards Claude. If I go a little less creative, then maybe it's more tactical. I go towards ChatGPT, and then I use Grok just sometimes if I'm on X and I just want to use it for curiosity. Um, I use that as a third one. But one thing I would tell you, and then Andrea can give you his advice because he's probably more experienced at this than I am, is don't be cheap. You can get the free version of everything for the rest of your life. But this is a business. This is your business. Don't be cheap. Just sign up for a subscription. You can. I prefer you cancel Netflix and keep ChatGPT versus cancel ChatGPT because you need Netflix. You know what I mean? One's going to support you growing your business. The other one's going to distract you from your business. Same thing's true. Think about how many things you subscribe to that are not growing your business. And then AIs can help you grow your business. So don't be cheap. Don't look for the free version of everything. You know, pay for functionality and then focus on learning. So, Andrea, back to you.
There are others AI that are little, but they are not the best known. But I think they are super useful for networkers. So, for example, I use Opus AI, Opus Clip. That is a tool
Opus.
that's
Hold on.
Opus.
Just for the
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
translation, I'm gonna Opus Clip, OPUS Clip.
Perfect.
Yes, and you use
That
that
is
for
a
for video editing.
Yeah, it's something that permits you to transform a long form video in a short form video, and so it makes you save a lot of times, but also learn new things. I always use, for example, there are some YouTube videos, 2 hours, 2 hours and a half, and sometimes I use in order to see the highlights. So it's something that I use also for my Zoom. You can put your Zoom, and they will. Cut the video, edit the video in order that you can give, for example, to all the people that they are not in the Zoom, the highlights, in order to uh, give them some advice to be present on the next one. And another that I use is Poppy AI,
Spell it.
Poppi AI,
And what
and
does
it's amazing.
Poppy AI do?
It's amazing because you can connect all the info, all the videos that are on YouTube, and you connect on a ChatGPT chat or Cloud chat. So, for example, I use it a lot of time in order to have some ideas um, when I have to launch some, I don't know, campaign for my team or this stuff. And I put, for example, all the Alex Hormozy video, for example, a lot of ideas about how to launch, how to close, this stuff. And then I asked to ChatGPT that has learned by the videos what is the best strategy or some ideas about the strategies. So I use Poppy AI, that is a good stuff, or Gamma AI, GAMMA AI, is a good product, is free, and helps you to make very quick slides or, for example, PDF. So, for example, if
Slides and
everyone,
PDFs. So for
yeah,
presentation type stuff.
yeah, it's crazy. In 2 minutes, can create like 20, 30 slides, and it's a very, very cool because he can search the info on the website, on the internet, and put on the slides, and you can edit everything. It's very, very cool. Also, for example, for the people that has in their company they have product, for example, and you have to show them, that show to the customer the products. You can create this kind of PDF in really 2 minutes, and I'm sure better than you. So it's very, very, very easy to use, and
And let me put it to you in language that
mhm.
I speak. Anytime you have a third party tool, it works better than your words. So if you can take something about your product, you can talk about it, or you can create a PDF that looks professional and beautiful, amazing, so long as it's compliant with whatever your company's policies and procedures, as far as what you're saying about it. And if you send a person the PDF, it's more professional. And you don't have to wait for the company to create it. You don't have to wait for your upline to create it. You can create it in, how long does Poppy take you to make a PDF or Gamma or any of these other things? Like a minute, 2 minutes? You drag and drop. You take a couple things. It'll tell you. You just say, hey, I want to create this, and it'll ask you to download some things, and you download those things, or you take screenshots and you dump it in there, and it'll take it from there. So you can create posters, you can create AIs, you could not AIs, PDFs. You can create images that would go on your social. You can create cover images that go on your social. You can create posts, all different types of things. But here's what I'm telling you: you don't have to wait for your upline. You don't have to wait for the company.
Totally,
You can create stuff that maybe even looks better than what they have today. You don't have to, and it doesn't have to cost you anything, or very, very little. If you have some sort of member, some of these are free that he's talking about. If you have a membership to some of these things, you just use it. And is it going to be perfect all the time? No. Sometimes you're going to have a person that has 7 fingers instead of 5 fingers, and you're going to have to say, "Hey, you have 7 fingers. Change it," and it'll change it. It's okay. Doesn't have to be perfect every single time. I mean, I'm sure everybody out there has tried this at some point and got a weird picture. Well, it's okay. You can create avatars of yourself. You can create photos of yourself. You can create images of yourself. You can create videos of yourself. You can clone your own voice. There's all different types of things that you can do in order to be able to reach more people more effectively. So put AI into the chat if you'd like to learn more about how to use AI in network marketing. And if you'd like us to talk about this at the GoPro experience on December 5th, 6th, and 7th. Would you like to have the best networkers in the world to share with you exactly how to use this to grow a more successful business? If you would, put AI into the chat, and that'll give us some feedback as far as if you think that will be valuable. That's our plan, but I want to make sure that everybody's on the same page with this and they'd like to
totally,
learn. I think we'd all, everybody, we all realize this is not going anywhere. I mean, this is going to be around
totally.
for forever, okay? And it's going to get better and better and better. I talked to a leader that said, I don't need to be the best at AI. I just need to be better than other people one day before they are. Because if I'm better than them one day before they are, I'm going to have an advantage that they'll never be able to catch up with. I'm going to
Mm.
be able to go so much faster. So this shouldn't scare you. This should inspire you to be able to do better things faster. Okay, so give people like your final thoughts on this. Give me a 1 minute kind of summary, Andrea, of AI, and then we'll give people one more chance to get themselves registered for GoPro at $3 and learn about AI and everything else.
Yes, guys, I think really $3. It seems AI. It seems not true, but it's reality. And really, AI is helping me a lot for everything, for onboarding, for engagement. I created with some ideas. I share some ideas. I created with AI a digital passport that all the people of my team can show to the events. So they are recorded at every event, so it's super useful in order to have engagement for that. I have created.
Hey, wait,
mm,
but before you go any farther, I think this is so cool, and I saw this um, a couple weeks ago. It's so cool. He
yeah,
he used AI. How many of you have a passport? You had a passport, right? He created an event passport. So every time somebody attends one of his events on his team, they go to the app and it stamps their passport. It puts a stamp in their passport. So every time a person in his team attends an event, they get a little stamp of recognition inside their digital passport that just stamps over and over and over again. Think about what that does to get people to show up for your events. Think about what that does for people to be consistent and to recognize them. I think it's just genius. But he used AI to create it. It was created just super fast, right? You could do the same. So anyway, I didn't want to, I knew that that went fast, and it was one that I really really loved, and I'm going to implement myself. But anyway, continue.
yeah. There are a lot of things really. I make a map where you can see when and where we have the events in the world. So we have like a digital map that you can zoom in, zoom out, and see where is the next event. We have created a lot of things, really. I think that the AI permits you to create engagement, better engagement, permit you to create also better CRM for your business. I remember I think, at the GoPro event last year, and I remember that Eric talked about take the numbers of your business. If you have know the numbers of your business, you can call that business. And for me was easy, but really I didn't have the numbers. Now with AI, I have. So there are a lot of things that you can make. Just a recommendation for you, an advice, suggestion for you is don't fall in the black hole of AI. So every time that you think in order if I have to study AI or not, ask if it's a business production activity. Is a business volume production activity, because if not, you will spend a lot of dollars in a subscription, and you will run around. Is in circles. So I think it's not useful. So really, guys, I think that if you want to become a professional networker, you can skip that event. And this man here, Eric, really, I think has had a lot of impact in my life. I think it was my first mentor, and he didn't know me, but really, he has an impact huge in my business, in my life, and still have it. I go to the mastermind with Eric. I always try to stay near to him. And if you want to become a professional, you can skip that. And now I'm super curious about the second book. It was the Bible of network marketing, really. So for me, he's an amazing person, amazing mentor. He's still in phase one, and this is a super, it's not common. A trainer that is in phase one is not common. So if you want to learn the right info, you have to learn with the right person. This is what I think.
My man.
Really honest.
My man. Well, listen, thank you for sharing, and we're going to share more at GoPro about AI. But the GoPro experience, December 5th, 6th, and 7th. Okay, before I do that, here's what I'm going to tell you on AI. Last thing, just start. You're going to learn by doing. Just start. Don't go down the rabbit hole and get lost, but learn. Learn a little bit every day. Just get a little bit better every day. Start asking AI to be your assistant. Start asking it to be your executive assistant. Start asking it to be one of your employees. Just start asking it to do that for to solve problems for you, and then you'll find the various ones, and the ones that were recommended during this will be helpful for you, and there's going to be others. Yeah, week by week this changes.
Totally.
So hit the share button if somebody on your team needs to hear about AI. Maybe they're overwhelmed. They need to hear about this, and they want to be able to learn how to grow their business using AI. Hit the share button, or mention somebody in this post. Either if they need to learn more about AI from this conversation, or they need to be part of the GoPro experience. If you want to get a ticket for the GoPro experience at $3 while that price exists, instead of $300, $1 a day, 3 straight days, the best information in the world, go type the word 3 into the chat if you're on Facebook or Instagram. Everywhere else, go to GoPro2025.com. GoPro2025.com is the link that will take you directly there. I cannot promise the $3 is going to be there forever. It's in 6 different languages. Everybody who attends will have an opportunity to get one of the new books, 12 Years in the Making, at no charge. You pay shipping. I'll send you the book at no charge. I can't tell you when the $3 promo ends. I haven't decided specifically yet, but it could end tomorrow. It could end this weekend. So push to get more people. So put the word 3 or the number 3 into the chat, or tag somebody into the chat so they see this. Share this with somebody that needs to, that deserves it. And if you're already going to be attending, put a 7 in the chat if you've already got your ticket. Andrea, thank you for your contribution. We're going to show you a quick little video here that'll give you a little bit more information about the GoPro experience, and get your ticket today. Okay? Love you. See you soon. Everybody have an amazing day. Network marketing is rapidly changing. The question is, are you going to reinvent yourself, your business, your team, your future? Or are you going to get left behind? Technology has changed everything. Consumer behavior has shifted. According to the Business Research Companies Direct Selling Global Market Report, published in January of 2025, the global network marketing size will grow from $194 billion in 2024 to over $206 billion in 2025, and is projected to grow to $264 billion in 2029. The only question is, will you capture that growth? December 5th, 6th, and 7th. This isn't about motivation. This is about reinvention. How to recruit, duplicate, and lead in today's new world. You'll learn how to use digital tools the right way, how to communicate with total authenticity, and how to fix the biggest problem in network marketing, retention. For this event, because it's such an important time, is just $3. That's right. $3, $1 per day for 3 days of virtual life-changing training. And for everyone who shows up live as a show-up bonus, you're going to receive a free VIP advanced review edition of my brand new book. Just pay shipping and handling. The investment is tiny compared to the potential return. So you got a choice. You can keep doing what you've been doing and hope things magically turn around, or you can join me and get the tools and strategies you need to help you reinvent your business and your future. December 5th through the 7th could be the turning point in your career. Let's shape the future of your business and your team while making network marketing history together. Lock in your seat, and I'll see you at the GoPro experience.